kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing on first down is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Brady. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got it.
Didn't get out. They're going to have to come right back.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You know, you force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. They've got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a 25 yards. And the Buccaneers first down. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is...
Dum, 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 dum.
Because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle. Now a 2nd down and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Blake Gillikin on the punt here as he'll send this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
A handoff to Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Brady going to throw. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he is going to have the Bucs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Following the interception, Winston. He's got Smith here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and get.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Now Winston. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Again, it's Winston. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Final play of the half here. Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football and to bring in the second half from the Superdome. Let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Winston sneaking it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 6-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameis Winston. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Fournette, a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that's because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Bernard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want big...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady airing this one out for Evans. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside.
Good game, dude. Who that? You know that should be happening in real life.